I see this episode as part one of a two-part special of, I call it, the final training, as Anna would say, as things seem to be wrapping up before the final battle between Lord Howe and Yo and his friends. Seeing how that battle can go is still up in the air. Things, even to this point, still feel so one-sided. No matter how strong the main characters get, they seem to be miles below of the main antagonist through ideals and, of course, power as well. Even having Lord Howe's forces to be completely wiped out, he is still stronger than everybody. The reason why he had a force in the first place was just to, collect souls for him. It was a faster way, and that was it. And now they're gone. He did care for some of them, but they're gone now. There's that. So you gotta wonder, now that he has his power, he's gonna be even completely stronger, he'll have his wish to truly change things. What truly triggered this change was probably an innocent incident that happened in the past that caused him to go over the edge. Not just this, I just can't stand humanity kind of stuff. There's always something that triggers it. We always have that feeling that, we can't stand humanity. Most of us do have that feeling every now and then. We go back to our mundane lives. Probably because we ourselves don't have that kind of power to truly change anything. Well, anyways, after the final battle of the Shaman tournament, everyone pretty much dropped out. They dropped out because they know they're going to be out this way. Personally, what their true goal needs to be is to make sure he doesn't truly get to the Great Spirit, or stop him from truly becoming one with the Great Spirit. It's one of those options that they need to do. So the tournament is pretty much useless. They can't really do anything in this way. Their true main goal right now is to have their bodies and souls to be trained where they be able to master an elemental spirit like Lord Howe can. So their new training, their new reconfiguration of themselves is very surprising of who are the strongest within the groups. Usually the main character is one of the strongest, but no, Chuckle Love is the strongest. Second is Lyser. Third is Horo Horo. That's right, Horo Horo is stronger than the two main characters, Ren and Yo. That's very surprising. Yo is the fourth strongest, and Ren is the fifth. So among those five, he is the weakest. Which surprisingly, he was supposed to be the rival and everything, but nope. The ones who overcome everything, I guess. Chuckle Love himself went through death twice. He trained in the Hell Cycle twice, and he got even stronger. Lyser went through it the longest and became strong as he is. And Horo was always strong, but he just never really wanted to awaken his true powers. It's during that one episode they're showing about the lone wolf and stuff like that. So that makes sense. Now, even with that, will it be enough is the question, which always answered me even when I was reading this back in the day. Like, okay, they're getting all these power-ups, they're getting strong, but is it enough to beat Howe? We don't know. But this episode also shows what make you wonder if you were able to side with Howe and how he wants the world to be. He says the world only for the strong. I guess because in the world of the strong, you won't have the weak hearing them. The weak that will try to grasp power, take power from the strong, and pretend that they're strong themselves. I've seen this philosophy before in video games and other such stories, where everyone is strong, but again, someone still has to be weak nonetheless. So, it kind of conflicts with each other. Either way, with Manta's father, who was bugging him the entire time, coming on an invasion, using an X-Law on his team to get rid of them, it's something else. Showing what happens when humans invade the Shaman tournament. Despite what the Shamans were doing, whether which side they're on, it was still within tournament rules. Then you have this human coming along, someone who doesn't belong here, bringing in their mass weapons of destruction. showing how humans are greedy and truly want to just destroy and conquer over everything in a way. You gotta think about it this way, kind of like the Thanos logic, you know, where the option that Thanos has would cause the Earth, the universe, to last longer than it can. Where the hero side, despite how compassionate it is, it will only wrap up its own demise as time goes on. It will speed up the process of something ending, including Earth. When half of the population was gone with Earth, the Earth was healing, resources were coming back, things were actually going well for it. Despite the depression the humans were in, the Earth itself was happy. In a way, like, wow, you can finally breathe, less people on the Earth. Sure, it sucks, but then when you're thinking on a standpoint where you do want to care for the Earth itself, that you're supposed to be actually protecting, well, it's once again another philosophy I picked up with what do you defend for? Do you defend for the people of the Earth, or do you defend for the Earth itself? Defending for the people of the Earth will be harder compared to defending the Earth itself, where you'll take things a lot easier route, but it will cause a lot of deaths. Where you defend for people, it's a lot harder, and you and other people yourself will probably be sacrificed in the process. So I was just thinking of philosophy plus philosophy when I was watching this episode, including the next episode that comes out next week. How it's just going to be kind of, harebrained, itching, scratching, where that metaphor is. I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember for the life of me. But anyways, it shows how Hal's side is kind of correct in some things. His idea of Earth will cause Earth to live much longer. Less people on it, more resources. The Earth can grow. As you can see now, in our world right now, we're just constantly clawing up the Earth and just destroying it for material, profit, and greed, to the point where the Earth might just one day just say it has enough and it destroys itself, and will be the cause of that. Where you have stricter laws and rules where you can't do these things, the Earth can slowly heal itself, breathe, and do what it has to do. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but again, it's always a kind of a conversation that I've always been intrigued in, talking about what's better for the Earth, like what's even better for people. Problem is that we're so high up in our own morality, we gotta question, is our own morality even right itself? So that leads into another question. So I'm gonna get off of this before I get into an hour-long conversation about philosophy of right and wrong, what's for the best and what's not. But anyways, yeah, I'm very intrigued with this episode. And like I said, it's just part one of a part two point of view for me. So I do look forward to the next episode for next week and see how it shows off, showing the true display of Lord Howe's power and how unstoppable he truly is. So that's like our first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on anime. Signing out.